Okay, I'm going to show you how to use a basic multimeter on your motorcycle for testing things. I won't go real deep into it, but you can buy this type right here at Harbor Freight for under $10. And here's what you can do with them. If you suspect that your battery is dead or going bad on your motorcycle, okay, you can take a reading on the battery. Now I have this set to DCV, direct current volts, and I have it on the 20 volt scale. Okay, alright, so I'm going to hook this to the red positive side. I have red right there, and I'll hook this side up, and I'm reading 13.2 volts, and that is perfect. That is a fully charged 12 volt battery. Well, why is it reading 13.24? The reason is there are 6 cells in a 12 volt car or motorcycle battery. Each cell has a charge of 2.2 volts. So you take 2.2 times 6, and that is 13.2 volts. Okay, so let's say that you suspect that your charging system isn't working. Okay, so I'm going to leave that in there. I'll hook that up whenever I start the bike. Alright, so I have it on the 20 volt DC direct current voltage, and I have that hooked to the positive. I'm going to start the bike and take a voltage reading. Okay, I hook this up to the battery. That completes the circuit. It's showing 14.14 volts. Okay, that's good. That means this battery is charging. This bike is charging its battery. I'm going to rev it up. It should not go over 15 volts. Okay, it's just reading 14.2, 14.3. Hit the brake light. I'll hit the brake lever and watch the voltage reading drop. That's because there's more of a draw on the system. It's down to 14.23. I'll let go. Goes back up to 13 or 14.3. So not only is my battery good, but my charging system on my motorcycle is charging the battery, and it's not charging it at a high rate. Anything above 15 volts, if you get a reading like that with your multimeter, you have a charging problem. Could be with the voltage regulator, could be with the stator. You got to be careful when you're messing with the wires on a stator; they can kill you. Because it puts out amps. I don't know how many amps, but you don't ever want to mess with a running bike with the stator wires. There's usually 3 of them. It could be the rectifier. I don't know what all you would check on this bike, but anyway, I've checked it. The battery's healthy, the charging system is healthy, and it's not overcharging. Okay, so what else can you do with a battery tester, a voltage tester? All right, I have this battery that I took out of this bike. Okay, here's why I replaced it. Took up the negative, the positive. I'm getting a reading of 12.45. That's low, because each cell should be reading 2.2 volts. This should be up at least to 12.8 to 13 volts. That's why I replaced that battery. Okay, household batteries. I'm on the 20 volt scale, DC. Okay, let's read this 9 volt battery. Oops. Working this left-handed. That's the positive. Hold on. Okay, that's a 9 volt battery and it's only reading 8.55. That battery is not reading what it should. Okay, let's read these AA batteries. Good. Good. This is a 1.5 volt battery. It was reading 1.6. It's a brand new battery. Okay, these are batteries. This was out of my wife's key fob that she just has to have in her pocket or her purse, and when she touches her Honda car, it unlocks the door. Well, it wasn't working. That's a 3 volt battery. So let's read the voltage. 3. I put a new battery in because it wasn't working, and the new battery read something like 3.3 or 3.4 volts. Now, it didn't work with this battery that still had the correct voltage reading, but it worked with the new battery that had slightly higher. This is out of one of my guitar special effects boxes. That should also read 3. It's reading 3.02. That's what it calls for, but it wasn't working. So you can have a battery. You can buy these on eBay. You can get 10 of them for under $3 or $4. 10 of them. You go to have a watch battery put in somewhere, they'll charge you $10, $12, $14, $16 just to put one of these batteries in that costs them less than $1, less than 50 cents. So these multimeters are very useful to have, very handy. You can read charging output of your motorcycle. You can check to see if your battery's bad. You can see if it's going bad. You can read your household batteries. You can read your watch batteries. Okay, and here's another thing you can do. You can check a fuse. Okay, I'm going to change it from DC volts to ohms. Ohms reads resistance. It puts a current out one wire and it reads how much it gets back through the other wire. Alright, so watch the... I'm holding my phone with my mouth. Watch the display when I ground the two terminals together. Okay, I got a good reading. Alright, now let's see if this fuse is bad. If the fuse is bad, I won't get any reading. Okay, I got a reading. That means that the current went through the fuse, meaning that the part that's supposed to burn opened didn't burn open. This fuse is still good. You know what? I may not have had that on camera. Let me do that again. One side of the fuse to the other side, and there's my reading. See, it's reading current that's going through the fuse. You go into a parts store to buy a fuse like this, they'll sell you 4 of them for $5. That's they've gotten a little greedy lately. I buy my fuses on eBay, 50 or 100 at a time. Let's see. There's another meter I have. Where's my fuses? Here you go. This was $5. There's 50 fuses in there. So it's a good thing to go and buy yourself an assortment of fuses before you need them, and carry spares in all your vehicles. Anyway, that's a quick and dirty demonstration of how to use a multimeter you can get at Harbor Freight for under $10. It's a good thing to have. I'll see you there.